You can't improve what you don't measure. So if you don't have a sales process like the one I have right here, how are you supposed to know which process to improve if you want to close more deals? So in this video, I'm gonna show you my 6-step sales process you can use to close more deals. And this is exactly what I used when I used to work at Oracle as a sales rep and also at different startups. So I know it's very simple, easy, and you can get results fast. What's up guys, my name is Patrick Deng, and before we go ahead and get started, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and let's go ahead and dive in. Now, a quick introduction to the sales process. Like I said before, I used this when I worked at Oracle selling technology, and I've used this throughout my entire sales career, and pretty much this is what the best companies are doing in some capacity. Now, the first step we're gonna have when it comes to this 6-step sales process is prospecting. Prospecting is essentially finding your ideal customer. Who exactly should be the person that will buy your product and service, and how exactly are you gonna reach out to them? Are you gonna send them a cold email, LinkedIn message, or give them a cold call? Whatever method works best for you, all you really have to do is find the customer, reach out to them, and convince them to move into step number 2, which is getting a meeting. So now that we're gonna move to step number 2, what that is the discovery phase. When you actually get a meeting with your ideal customer or your prospect, all you're really doing is you're discovering what problems that they have. In a way, you're kind of qualifying who this person is and whether or not they should be someone that buys your product. You don't want to sell somebody something that they don't need. So that's why you need the discovery qualification step. An important note that you have to keep in mind is that at this point, when you're in your first meeting or the beginning of that meeting, you're not necessarily selling anything. You're not talking about your product or what you can do for them, because you want to understand whether or not they should even buy. Once you identify a pain, understand that, hey, maybe they might be a good fit for your product or service, then you move into step number 3, which is your demonstration or a presentation. Now, here's why it's gonna be important. During the discovery phase, you're identifying the problems. From there, you're gonna show the customer, whether it's a product or service or some kind of demonstration, on how you are going to solve their problems. So that's gonna be a demo or a presentation. A key important note is that if you have a complex product or service that can do everything, you do not want to talk about everything. You only want to present the things that were talked about during the discovery phase. So if the customer has a specific problem that they're trying to solve, the only thing that you're gonna talk about when it comes to the demonstration are the problems that they talked about in this step. You don't wanna introduce anything new because that complicates it. Find the problem, solve the problem, do the demonstration, show how you deliver value to your customer, and then you're gonna move on to step number 4, which is the close. Now, this is important because if you're not really closing your deals, then you're not really making any money. So you have to make sure you get this right. But the secret to closing, it's not actually trying to find the best closing techniques. There are a million different closes you can use. The more important part is, are you doing steps 1, 2, 3 correctly in order to even get to step number 4? Because if you found the right customer, you understand their problems, and you did a demonstration on how you give value to your customers, they're gonna already wanna buy your product or service right there because you demonstrated the value. There's no like sleazy tactics, there's no high pressure closes. They should already know that they should buy from your demonstration, and here you're just asking for the order. Now, what happens after you close? And the thing that a lot of salespeople focus on is closing, closing, closing. Although important, you have to deliver on the things that you promise. Right? A lot of salespeople, they try to close and then they don't talk to their customer again and they just disappear. That's not the route you want to go. You want to close your customer, and then you want to follow up and make sure that you are delivering, or the company you're working at delivers on the promises that you made. Because if you're not delivering on your promises, your prospect is not going to say good things about you behind your back. They're not going to recommend you to other customers, and your business cannot grow. So make sure you deliver on what you promise throughout this process. Once you deliver the goods, whether it's a product or a service, the next step in the sales cycle is to get referrals. Because if you did all this right and you delivered on what you promised, once you ask that customer for a referral, meaning, hey, is there anybody else that you know who might be interested in my products and services? And then if you did a great job, of course this person's gonna refer you because you changed their life in some capacity. And once you get referrals, all you really have to do is repeat the process. And this is where the magic comes in, because if you kind of look at this graph, it is a flywheel, right? It's not like a linear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down. It goes in a circle. And why is that important? Well, because when you go through this cycle once and you get that referral, when you start over and you prospect again and you look for new customers who might be a good fit for your product or service, you had all this experience. You know your customer's pain, you know why they will buy, you know at what price points they'll buy, and you know how to make them happy and get referrals. So every time you close a deal, you're actually getting smarter. You're getting better as a seller. You're able to refine your pitch, really go after your ideal customer. So once you go through this cycle once, you're prospecting better, more people will take your meeting, more people will take your demonstration, more people will close, and you keep repeating this cycle and you optimize it. And that's pretty much the 6-step sales process you can use to really sell anything. So that's gonna be the 6-step sales process you can use to pretty much sell anything to anyone. Let me know which step, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which one do you feel you are best at, and put it in the comments. And also let me know which one you might need a little help with, and maybe I can make another video about going into any of these specific processes in depth. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications. One last thing, if you're trying to take your sales game to the next level, I actually created a free in-depth training on how you can sell anything to anyone. It's gonna be some of my most advanced stuff. So if you want that, check out the link in the description for that free sales training. So with that said, my name is Patrick Dang, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.